Hello, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my first episode of my Nature's Walk blanket. How are you all? I hope you're all really well, and I am so chuffed to find that over 500 of you have watched my video for the introductory of this, so I'm actually feeling quite nervous for this blanket. I've always wanted to do it, and I have chosen colours that are in the Attic 24 June blanket pack, because I had two packs, one which I do plan on doing the June blanket with. That's going to be obviously later on this year, hopefully, fingers crossed, but that is one of the ones that's on my list for my 2025 plans, which I did put a video up for that, so you can go along and have a look at that if you haven't already seen it. And so I've chosen 12 colours from that pack to do the 12 blocks of the Nature's Walk. Each one has, you need to do 4 blocks of each one, so the gates, the berries, the buds, leaves, North Star and the flower square are all going to have each different colours, whereas originally you did the wheat and the gate and this, that and the other with the same colour, so there was only 6, but I'm using originally there's only 6 colours in the packs, but I'm using 12. And so anyway, I'm also using a 4mm hook, because I did try with a 3.5, and although I was impressed with it, I just wasn't sure whether it looked too pulled or not. So I have been messing around with that this week, trying to sort it out, whether I liked it or whether I didn't like it. And originally I did say that I was going to do all 4 of the wheat squares, because they look the scariest and they look the hardest to do, and I always try and get all the bits that I really don't like about a pattern done first, so then it just gets it out the way, and I think at least I can move on to the really nice things about it. And so that was my original plan, but I had such a headache with the wheat blanket panels that I thought, no, I can't, so I'm just going to do one and then do some others, and then just do them gradually rather than all at once, because it was an absolute pain. Anyway, to recap, just for a minute, the colours that I am doing each of the squares are: the butterfly panel I'm doing in duck egg, the wheat panel I'm using camel, the the sunshine panel I'm using the colourway stone, the snowflake panel I'm using silver, blossom panel I'm using powder pink, and the clover I'm using sage. And then for this, and they are all the bonus squares. As you can see, I have these are the originals, and I think this is the Shapier's that's what the Shapier's ones look like, but like I say, mine are different because I'm using Stylecraft Special DK. And then the standard ones are the gates I'm using mocha, the berries I'm using grape, the buds one I'm using pale rose, the leaves I'm using Lincoln, And the North Star I'm using Mushroom, and for the flower one I am using Parma Violet. So again, these colours are the Shapier's colours, but mine I've just kind of, you know, jotted it down and whatnot, because like I say, mine is the Special DK colours. And so I am going to try my utmost to do four squares, and they're all going to be different now, like I say, because I don't want to do all of the same, I've decided, all at once. And I'm just going to start from the bottom and work up. Now I just need to see where I did with my pen, which is under there. That's lovely. And then so I then, because I am using this sort of layout, oh, it's a really sunny day today, and I really don't want to block the sun out, because we love to see it, don't we? But for filming purposes you kind of just have to, and then you get blinded, because I haven't quite got the curtains completely closed. Anyway, so sorry about that, get distracted. So I have got the 12 square pattern layout, and I have done this week, I've done wheat, sunshine, butterfly and buds. So next week I will finish off the square there, the 2 squares to make the row, and then I will choose 2 more from this one. Now of course you can go at your own pace, do the squares that you wish to do, that's fine. You can of course send in the pictures of what you've done and the colorway you're using if you're not using the kits to me, and I will put my email in the description below, but it's nat.stitches15@outlook.com for those of you that can just jot it down whilst I'm speaking, but I will put it down in the description box below, so don't worry. I do very often say that, but I do very often forget, so I am sorry about that. But you can just comment below and if you want me to send it to you or whatever, because sometimes I do forget, but I will endeavour to put it in. I just will make sure that I write it down. And so for the next ones I will do the North Star and the berries, and then I will choose either leaves, snowflake, blossom, clover, flower or gates to do for the second row, and then I will just carry on until we get to the top, and then we'll see how it goes. I don't know whether I'm going to join them straight away or wait till the end. That I'm a little bit kind of on the edge for. I don't know, I haven't quite decided that yet. But I've talked now for 8 minutes and I haven't shown you anything, so let me just have a mouthful of my coffee. This is my new mug. I'm collecting the mugs from Morrison's, and I love bone china mugs. And I've got one with hedgehog on, which I've shown you before, and I've got a garden one, and this is a new one which has got sheep on it, and I love the mugs with scenes on. So yeah, okay, so this I'm going to show you. This was my first attempt at my very first square. Now this one was done with a 3.5mm hook, and I absolutely love it, but I do feel like it looks rather stretched, and I just wasn't sure. Also, I turned and I forgot to turn back. because I was worried that the middle piece would look like it was turning. You know, when you're doing a granny square, I tend to turn it at every row to stop it from going skew with. Well, I turned but forgot to turn back. So whereas I love the fact that the wheat square is really tight, all the puff stitches are really quite lovely, and they stick out well and everything, but they are all the rest of the stitches are backwards because they are done on the wrong side. And this is what the other side looks like, where, as you can see, the middle piece is on the wrong side, but everything is right. So I felt really gutted after that, because I really enjoyed doing it. It took me about 2 hours to do this, and I was so gutted. I didn't want to pick it back either, and so I will just buy another ball of camel if I need to be able to carry it on in case I haven't got enough to do the rest of the squares. But I really did love this, so I'm keeping this as a memento of my struggle this week to actually get the squares made. But I did actually choose, first of all, I did it in a 4.5, and that was really loose and really not very good. And also the wheat bits just didn't stay in. You know, they didn't. I mean, that's lovely and tight, and I haven't done anything to it. Do you see what I mean? But with the 4.5, I had to keep like pushing them out, and then they kept going back in, and it just wasn't right. So I think I got to 1, 2, 3. I think I got to round 4 when I was doing it with the 4.5, and thought, this is hopeless, absolutely hopeless. So I didn't bother. So in the end, I opted just for the 4.5 because the pattern does say to do it in 3.5, but when I tried again, it was just all really stretched, and I didn't like it. So in the end, this is my my 4mm hook one, and again, let me just take this off so I can show you properly. I don't like it as much as the 4.5, as the 3.5 version, because they don't look as prominent, do they? I mean, it looks all right, you know. I suppose I shouldn't be quite so hard on myself, should I? But I just feel like I need to really push them out, because they're not as good as this, and if I show you in comparison, you'll see what I mean. But I just felt like this was really stretched. They have both been sitting on my blocking board, so there is that. But yeah, so I've done one wheat one. I've just got to sew in the end because I haven't done that on this one. Done it on the rest, but not on this one. And so this is the wheat square, and again, this is the colorway Camel that I've used it in. So that is my first square, and then I've done 3 others. Just going to lift them off because it'll be easier to show you that way. This is the buds one, and I really enjoyed this one. I really enjoyed it. The buds are using popcorn stitches, so that you do 5 double crochets, and then you take your hook out, put it one end, and hook it back up to fold it in, and then you just chain 2 and then do another one to make it look like it's buds on a thing. But I really, really loved it, and it took me about an hour and 20 minutes for this one altogether. So it's very, very pretty. This one doesn't look like it's been blocked very long because I only finished this one earlier. And I am filming this on Sunday the 9th because I'm trying to get ahead. I'd already done the squares, and so I just wanted to get this video up and sorted out because I am away. I've got a busy week, and then I'm away at the end of the week, which is today. I'm confusing myself. Right, so you're seeing this on Friday the 14th, and of course that is the day I am going away, just for the long weekend. So I have only finished this one today, so then I could get my video up and running and already there waiting for you, because like I say, I've got a very busy working week this week, and I was just worried that I would be too tired to get everything done, so I kind of squashed it all in this weekend and kind of done it. So you'll see me again in another video in a minute when I do my Monday episode. So it's going to be right. Come on. That's it. Right, sorry, I was trying to get them off the board and the pins were going everywhere. And then this is the butterfly. I think this one was my absolute favourite one to do. Absolute favourite. It was so good and so lovely to make. And this one is the colour Way Duck Egg. Oh, and this one, I forgot to tell you this one, didn't I? This one is buds. This colourway is Pale Rose, and this colourway is the Duck Egg. And again, I really, really love this pattern. I think I'd make a blanket with just this all by itself. I really, really love it. It's so lovely to do, so therapeutic, and really, really good. And then what other one I've got? Oh, and then I've used stone for the sunshine square, and again I quite like this one as well. That was quite nice to do too, but overall my favourite is definitely the butterfly. So that is my 4 squares for this week. What did I do with the other one? And I haven't decided whether I'm going to connect them as I go, or whether I'm going to wait just for a massive long pile and then connect them. I haven't decided, but I will update you as I make my mind up. They are almost the same size. I think this one is about half an inch bigger than all of the rest. But again, these ones haven't been blocking that long, these 3. So I'll put them back on the blocker very soon, but there isn't that much, especially when they're on the blocker. I think they are exactly the same, because the wheat one was the first one I did, and so it's been on the blockers for nearly a week now. So see, it's not that far away from it, although it does look huge difference there, doesn't it? But by the time it's pulled out, there won't be that much difference. So I'm sure it will be sorted out eventually. But like I say, just needs blocking, doesn't it? So that is my 4. The sun's in the way today. What is going on? I don't really want to moan about the sun. We haven't had it for so long. And maybe I could just do this. Be a nice thumbnail, won't it? Anyway, let's hope so. Yeah, so we so I've done the 4, and then in 2 weeks' time I will come back and show you my my next 4, and then we will go from there, really. I am aware, before anyone comments, of the fact that I don't look at the little camera viewing thing in the corner. I just cannot. Sometimes I do it, but other times I just don't, and I can't. And so I'm sorry if you haven't got the eye contact that you're looking for, but I just can't get used to it, and I've had this phone for ages now, but I don't think it's all about that anyway. So yes, these are my 4 squares, and I will be back in a fortnight with 4 more. So I am going to go now. Do let me know which one you think is your favourite so far, and if you're working alongside doing it, then have you chosen the same ones to do this week? Are you going to do you have a favourite of your own that I haven't even done yet? Let me know in the comments, and let's get a conversation going. I will see you again now on Wednesday for What's Next Wednesday. It's going to be half term for us, and from my weekend away I don't come back until the 17th, which is why I opted not to do a episode video on that day, because of just the time scale, really, and not having very much to show you, because as everyone knows that come back here and watch me every single week, I usually do my episode videos on a Sunday evening, but because I don't come back until Monday, I won't be doing them. So you'll see me when you see me. Take care, everyone, and I will see you again very, very soon. Bye.